5 free plays for Wednesday, September 17th. It was a winning day here on the Power 5 yesterday. Went 3-2. Thought we were heading for a 4-1 day until the Dodgers blew it. Nevertheless, we'll take 3-2. It's all about Major League Baseball today on the Power 5. We've got some day games, not to mention Guardians Tigers on FS1 and the series finale of Phillies Dodgers as well. Before I get to today's free plays, a big thanks to all of you that joined me last night on the Cubs. That was part of the $5 Tuesday promotion over at WagerTalk.com. An easy winner. Cubs win 4-1. Probably should have won by more considering they out-hit the Pirates 14-4. I have now won 62.5% of my premium MLB selections going back to August 23rd. Got another one locked and loaded for tonight. It's a 4% best bet for me. Don't forget to pick that up while you're watching this video. WT.buzz/BP. Click the link in the description below. But now it is time for the free plays. Go ahead and smash that like button whenever you agree. Reds, Cardinals, 1:15 Eastern. These NL Central rivals have split the first two games of this series. After winning the opener 11-6, the Reds got shut out 3-0 last night. I like them to bounce back here behind Brady Singer, who has been pretty great during the second half of the season. A quality start in 8 of his last 9 trips to the mound. Of course, a quality start means Singer went at least 6 innings and gave up 3 runs or fewer. He's now done that in 6 straight starts and has a 2.4 ERA his last 5. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's Andre Payante on the mound. Payante has been pretty horrible throughout 2025, especially down the stretch. He's allowed at least 4 runs in 9 of his last 12 starts, an 0-7 record with a 7.11 ERA in his last 8 starts. St. Louis, down 2 starting infielders. Look for the Reds to win this game and series. Guardians, Tigers, 6:40 Eastern on FS1. Can the Guardians actually make the postseason? They've won 5 straight and 10 of their last 11 games to get within 2.5 games of the final wild card spot in the American League. Pretty crazy when you consider the Guards were sellers at the trade deadline and also have had a negative run differential basically all season. They have 8 more wins than expected based on that minus 29 year-to-date run differential. I'm going to sell them tonight despite having Gavin Williams on the mound. Williams has allowed just 4 runs total while posting 3 consecutive quality starts. However, he's allowed 3 home runs in that stretch, so the home run ball could come back to bite Williams tonight. I'd say the Guardians have been a bit lucky this year. They now have the most extra inning wins of any team in baseball, 11 after last night's victory. Detroit will be countering with Jack Flaherty. He has a 2.25 ERA and 8 career starts versus Cleveland. Tigers also still 46-30 at home. I think they get the win. There's a little bit more of a sense of urgency in the Motor City tonight for the home team. All right, number 3, Angels, Brewers, 7:40 Eastern. I like under 7.5. Angels starter Jose Soriano, he's been a lot better on the road. His ERA dips down to 2.66 away from Anaheim. Brewers, they lead the league in scoring on the road, but this game is in Milwaukee. Brew Crews see their runs per game average at home dip down to 4.72. That's still pretty good, but it's definitely below the 5.4 runs per game they average on the road. Then you have to consider the Angels are near the bottom in most offensive categories, with the exception of home runs. They have the 3rd lowest on-base percentage in all of baseball. Brewer starter Brandon Woodruff, he's allowed 2 runs or less in 8 of his 11 starts so far this year. With the home team being such a big favorite in this one, you would think those final 3 outs won't come into play, which is good since the Angels' bullpen is bad. So, all that in mind, I like under 7.5. Number 4, Rangers, Astros, 8:10 Eastern. This game is basically the Rangers' entire season. They have lost each of the last 2 days to the Astros and are now 3.5 games back of the final wild card spot in the American League. A win here, though, and the Rangers would own the head-to-head tiebreak over the Astros if that were to come into play. The good news for Texas, they've got Jacob deGrom starting tonight. A 2.82 ERA and a .92 whip for deGrom this season. Astros have actually scored the 2nd fewest runs of any American League team since the All-Star break. It was a very misleading 11-0 final in favor of the Stros the last time they faced deGrom. Houston starters Christian Javier, he's given up 4 runs each of his last 2 starts. I like Texas on the money line in a game they absolutely have to have. Last free play for today is going to be on the Phillies Dodgers, 10:10 Eastern. This is your free game of the day on Amazon Prime. Let's see if we can get one right in this series, guys. Dodgers have blown leads each of the first 2 games. Their lead over the Padres in the NL West still at 2 games. Padres also lost last night. Mets beat them. That was a winner here on the Power 5. Phillies, meanwhile, they're still chasing Milwaukee for home field advantage in the National League. Only 1.5 games back there. I would bet the over 8 in tonight's series finale. Jesus Luzardo did go 8 innings for Philly in his last start and had 10 strikeouts, but he also allowed 4 runs for the 8th time since May 31st. Dodgers do lead all of MLB in runs scored at home. On the flip side, Dodgers starter Blake Snell, he is carrying a pretty high walk rate. And let's look at his actual versus expected ERA. 2.79 actual, 3.56 expected. So he's probably due for some regression, is Snell. Phillies 8-1-1 to the over their last 10 games. It is now recap time here on the Power 5. Let's go through the 5 free plays one more time. What do you say? I like the Reds money line. This is a daytime start against the Cardinals. Number 2, Tigers money line against the Guardians, on FS1, 640. I like Angels Brewers under 7.5. I like Rangers money line against the Astros, and I like the Phillies Dodgers over 8. Go ahead and comment down below with your thoughts on those plays. Let us know what you're betting on tonight as well. And if there's any game that I didn't talk about that you would like my opinion on, ask away. If I see the question in time, I'll be more than happy to answer. I mentioned earlier I have a 4% best bet posted for MLB tonight over at WagerTalk.com. After last night's huge win on the Cubs, again, 62.5% of my premium MLB selections I have won. That's my winning rate since August 23rd. Might be adding a second play for tonight as well. Be on the lookout for that. I'll just add it to the package, and you'll be able to get both of them for $29. And it's not too early to start thinking about football and the weekend. How about this Weekend Warrior Pass? It is still available. Some of you made the wise decision yesterday to get down on my first bet for NFL Week 3. That was only $5, but no longer available, that deal. But you can get the complete weekend card, NFL and college football, only $49. That's every football play I release from Saturday through Monday. Coming off back-to-back 3-1 Saturdays in college football. My best bet last weekend was Vanderbilt against South Carolina. That was what they call a very good play. I also won my very first 5% NFL max bet of the season on Sunday with Atlanta plus 3.5. Again, great call. They beat the Vikings 22-6. Didn't even need the 3.5 points. So Weekend Warrior Pass, every football play from yours truly for just $49. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. All the plays. You get them right there. Head on over to wt.buzz/BP to take advantage. That is going to do it for the show today. This edition of the Power 5 is in the books. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to both like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow. Until then, let's cash some tickets.